90% of conversations in life that I have are either about Tyler's little penis with people who know or introducing people who don't know to the concept of Tyler's tiny penis.
And the other 1% is when the grocery clerk makes small talk with you.
No, the other 1% is when I go on my tirades about bidenflation.
That's a very polarizing search term. You either get talks about his presidency or some really, really cool porn.
Or some really cool Sonic porn, because it is Knuckles holding on to Joe Biden with his inflated belly.
Does Joe Biden Rule 34 involve ice cream? Because the man's always licking a cone.
I'm glad that you didn't just ask if Rule 34 Joe Biden was a thing, because
hold on, save this for the show, because
this
is gold. This is gold.
The justification of does it include ice cream is very nice.
We're putting this in the show, okay?
I don't know that it is, Tyler, but I'll go.
This is gold. This is gold.
We're
putting
us to
it.
Stop. We'll save it for prime time, baby.
Save it for prime time. Save it for prime time. We'll get into it after. Do we want to start with bidenflation porn, or do we want to start with?
I don't think I want to go back to this.
We'll
my life.
We'll wedge our way back into it somehow. Okay, I'm ready.
Tyler will find a way.
Yeah, I wonder how. I wonder if it will be Tyler just going, hey, this is what we're talking about now.
Hey,
Jill likes when I'm big. She calls me Big Hero Sex. Oh, fuck. I feel hot and sweaty right now.
Stop looking at the Joe Biden inflation
perfect time for an ice cream cone. Come on, Jill. Stuff me. Stuff me full of them, Jill. My friend Knuckles the Echidna's here to help you.
And welcome on back to Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay, Decision 2024.
My name is Tori Hotthroat Thompson.
My name is Tyler. Put it all on the line, Matheson.
Uh-oh, what are you putting on the line?
Are you gambling again?
No.
The last time
I'm
you
not.
went out to the
No.
casino,
I'm not
you
gambling.
lost your car.
I'm not gambling. I'm temporarily in debt so that I can win big. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're
I'm not gambling
in the stock market, which is just the blackjack table, my guy.
I'm not gambling if I'm winning. Okay.
When's the last time you won
true.
something?
I won $200
After
and then
putting
I lost it. But I didn't lose it. I'm just like temporarily. Look, I'm going to find a way to get it back. I'm going to find a way to get it back.
We need to know what's on the line, though.
I'm just going to put it all. Like, I feel like
sure.
I'm just so.
What else do we have anymore, right?
I'm just so like, I'm kind of like that meme of Dr. Manhattan where he's like, I've grown tired of this world, these people. I'm just kind of sitting there like, I got to do something exciting. And it's literally never been easier to pick up a gambling addiction. There are so many sports betting apps that are fully legal. Yeah. You can do them. And I think I want to be like, I either want to be a bookie or I want to get real into sports gambling. Where I'm just like, I know way too much about like, oh yeah, he went to high school. He was a D2 athlete, but he got the call up. Yeah. He runs like a 400, you know? Like
you have to have like enough knowledge to make you unrelatable to anyone who's not deep into gambling.
100%. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I feel like there's just more opportunities now to lose more money than ever before.
Oh,
and it's so easy because it's on. You don't even have to meet a sketchy guy at a horse racing track anymore. It's on your phone. The same thing you use to like sit on the toilet with every day.
Yeah.
You know what?
And it's fake money.
It's fake money.
It's from my credit card.
Not only is the world of like phone sports gambling a thing. But if you really wanted to piss away your money, get into the collectible industry, my guy.
No. It's definitely going to be worth so. This Blue Eyes White Dragon is definitely going to be worth some money. Okay.
This it's actually worth like $80 now.
I just bought a $10,000 booster box of Pokemon Jungle, and I swear to God, dude, if I get like 2 hits from this thing, it pays for itself. Clearly,
it's totally worth like $15,000. If I get this graded, it's totally worth $15,000. Like eventually, in like 10 years, someone might buy it for $15,000. Collectibles are one huge cope.
That's just people justifying wanting to buy cards, right?
Yeah.
It's just them. It's them convincing themselves they're not pissing away money on like a little piece of cardboard.
There's a couple of different types of cardboard enthusiasts. We'll say there's the
edgers and the gooners.
Yeah. There's the buy and hoard type that are just like, nah, man, this sealed product's gonna be worth $1 billion one day. I'll just hold on to it forever. And then there's the weirdos who are
That's
just
cool
like,
that they're bi. I'm an ally, so.
Yeah, I know. But like, there's also the ones that are just like, nah, man, I'm gonna buy this $10,000 box of cardboard to pull a $3,000 card out of it, maybe. Because they want that rush. That's what they're
because it's got the
purchasing.
cool little cartoon guy on it.
Yeah, it does.
God, I love that cartoon guy.
You're like,
He's
well,
just
and
cartoon,
if
man.
it's a shiny, don't even get me started because I love how you can barely see it under proper lighting circumstances. That's really intriguing and cool.
I will have full disclosure for this bit. If I had disposable income of that nature, you bet your ass I would be doing something like that. But in my current state, what a fucking scam. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's cool that you're like,
it's only a
really, like,
scam if I don't
yeah.
have money. But if I have
That's
money, then
really-
it's not a scam. That's
gonna make me go MAGA on this stuff. Like, you're right. The libs are all dumb. It is just because they're broken,
they're
lazy.
wasting their money. Oh, I can't afford anything at the grocery store. Well, maybe if you weren't buying all your Pokemon cards.
I haven't bought a sealed pack of Pokemon cards in 4 months. I don't want to
Because you're trying to pay rent, Tay. You just said that if you had any disposable, you know what? You can no
Put it
longer
in a Roth.
You can no longer speak on political topics at all.
Look,
We're barring you from any financial input on anything. Like you have to clear with Tori and I anytime you want to like whip out your debit card or a credit card. I'm not discriminating, okay? Debit or credit. Don't try and catch us on a technicality here. Anytime you whip one of those cards out, you have to consult Tori and I, and we get to tell you, yes, you can make that purchase, or no, you cannot make that purchase.
And we'll be fair. And that goes for Kohl's gift cards too. Or if you have Kohl's cash, like you also have to ask.
You do have to.
You got to ask about that.
That's probably a kink I can get behind.
No.
Look, if you want to treat it that way to get your financial life in order, then if you want to be
financial rocks off.
if you want to get your financial rocks off, sure, you can Wolf of Wall Street this and get off to this somehow. But then you look like a weirdo every time you go to the bank and have to like,
oh no,
take
I'm
out.
a weirdo. Oh fuck. Oh,
No, but you're going to be in
God.
public depositing
It's going to
money.
be a new
You
thing. This isn't going to
guys.
be you on a
Fuck.
Twitch stream. This is going to be you going to real life Wells Fargo and being like, ooh, woo,
Ooh, can I make a deposit?
just imagine.
And they're going to be like, I'm calling security. This isn't, Tay, I don't think you realize this is a different level.
They're going to pray for an active shooter at that point.
They're going to say like, they're going to pull out like the fucking shotgun. You ever see The Dark Knight? How and he's like chasing the fucking Joker around, shooting at him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're going to do. And they're going to be like, it was fully justified. She literally said ooh-woo to me that's a threat.
They look at like a mom of 3 who was on the floor during the whole event. She's like, I didn't see anything. It seemed justified.
No, that'd be like coming from my position as the perpetrator, totally fair.
Yeah.
Also wicked depressing that the only way you can get your life into some like tiny financial order is to kinkify it.
Yeah. That honestly, look, maybe off air, you gotta unpack that one if the only way.
No, okay.
It can get into like healthy eating too. Like, oh yeah, I can't eat that cheeseburger. Oh, I'm too naughty for a cheeseburger. I gotta eat an apple instead.
fuck, that carrot's gonna be so good for my eyes.
Oh no, you're using the fruit by the foot to whip me. Well, you force feed me quinoa.
Fuck, I guess I will go for the non-fat yogurt.
Look,
Oh, I didn't know I was into Greek. We're still talking about the yogurt.
God damn it.
Look, sports betting is back. It's easier than ever. I'd love to get into it, but what I'd also love to do
Yeah.
instead, which I think could be way easier to lose money on, is bring back betting, but not for athletes exclusively, for any person you see on the street. Like, hey,
Huh.
hey, $50 on that waitress tripping and spilling all over that person.
Okay.
Like, bring back
Yeah.
an official, it's got to be through an app, though. It's an official
Oh,
betting
so-
app.
Okay, so we're turning gambling into a gig economy thing now?
Yes. Yes.
Is everything gig economy now?
Yes.
Someone's gonna do it if we don't do it, okay? Do you want to get a slice of that pie?
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, I'd like to introduce you to my next concept as well, which is DoorDash, but someone who takes the DoorDash from the minority who got your DoorDash, and it's a white person who brings it to your door so you feel safer. That's my next gig economy thing.
I can't laugh
if you want to
at
get in
that.
on the ground floor on that,
It is totally against my character to laugh at that, despite.
despite how funny it is.
Excuse me, I've got a scratch in my throat. You know, 'tis the season to be sick and all that.
It's okay. You can laugh at that one. It's a hilarious concept that you pay a white person extra to bring it to your door from the
Ooh.
sidewalk.
Yeah. Quick
Ooh.
question.
Yeah.
As he contemplates if he wants to go deeper on this topic, thinking, and he does want to go deeper on this topic.
Yeah,
What
you do.
happens if the white person delivering it doesn't make certain communities feel safe?
You're saying
I love how Tyler is
Just a
struggling.
computer dial-up tone happening, like white people not safe. I don't get that. Doesn't.
Tyler just doesn't understand the concept.
Are you saying the white people who paid for the white person to bring the DoorDash, you're saying they don't feel safe with a
No,
different white
I'm-
person?
Yeah. Well, like, is the app going to be open to like?
No, the
What
app
if
is
there's a
very
community of color?
Tori,
Okay.
the app is very separate but equal, if that answers your questions.
That does. Thank you very much.
There's a
I
different
gotta
login
keep my character
experience.
intact.
Sorry,
is a-
just kinkify it, Ty. Oh, you're saying wrong things. Oh, you're gonna get canceled. I don't
I
want to
w-
joke too much like that because I don't want to be those fucking people who are like, I got canceled. I guess I'm fucking edgy now.
I would, if you would like to join me on my first, we can talk about the second gig after, because Tori, I know you want to jump in with me on that one. I just need $50,000 to start up. I need to get a few vans. I need to get a couple employees. We'll really get this thing off the ground. Wait, no, they're not employees. They're contractors. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
you have to
misspoke.
make them contractors.
They are contractors. I misspoke. We are not giving them benefits. But I would like to start betting on normal things, all normal things that you can think of. I would like to start betting it so that I can start losing money. It needs to feel more exciting, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I want that rush.
Yeah. What's the over under that burger actually comes out medium? You know what I mean? It's gonna be well done. You know they're gonna overdo it.
You
Yep.
know they're going to fucking overdo it. Oh, that's a good one. You can bet on chefs, like
Yeah.
the restaurant fucking up your order. That's a potentially, you could game the system in that way. We'll have to like, look, I'm not saying shit, but that's basically like, that's manipulating penny stocks right there by like going to a really, by going to a really bad McDonald's, betting like, your limit at like your penny stock place is like $100. You're betting $100 that they're gonna fuck up your order, and it's unlimited money.
Okay, messing up your order. Yes, I thought you were referring to like you pull up to a McDonald's and you're like, "Hi, I'd like to get a quarter pounder with cheese, please." And they're like, "How would you like that done?" I was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be well done every time, pal."
100%. So something I would like to add to this proposition you're bringing, does it have to be dollar for dollar? or can we make them purchase coins to gamble?
Oh yeah, 100%. You need like 5 different. Okay, you got to make this like a live service game where there's 5 different currencies. Like you got to buy your Xenobucks to afford the cool coin, and then the cool coin gets cashed in to nominate bet tickets, and then you use the tickets to place bets.
Betcoin.
Yeah,
Okay,
Bitcoin.
that's
that
better.
works.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I didn't fully think this through. Go to hell. Okay,
Just be better off the dome, okay?
Right,
Idiot.
but the only thing that you can actually exchange back into currency are gems. And the only way to get gems is if you spend, I don't know, fucking 30,000 Z-Bucks or whatever the fuck you just called it for 1 gem.
Or you can watch 1 straight hour of ads.
And you can bet it all, baby. You can bet any part of this process.
Yep.
And there's a public leaderboard to see what people are betting, and we'll just constantly push the top ones to the front page so everyone feels like, oh, maybe I should gamble more.
Oh, it's
Jesus
the
Christ, hold
metaverse.
on.
We turn this into a metaverse economy, okay? Because while you pay, like while you like watch the ads or something, you're not watching ads. You're going into a different betting pool where you can watch someone play fucking, oh my God. Tori, you knew this last time. What's the mom game?
Candy Crush.
Candy Crush. You can watch people play Candy Crush and you can bet on their Candy Crush game so you go even further into debt.
Oh my God.
And while you're watching that, other people are betting on if you're actually going to complete the hour of ad watching or if you're going to bail because you got something came up. You didn't have the time to keep watching. Because you can't close the app at all.
The gold tier. You have the gold tier subscribers of the website where we're not really betting on anything. We just like watching people fuck up their lives. So we're wealthy, okay? The money we're throwing away doesn't matter to us. We're just like betting though on like, I think he'll put 50 more in. I think he'll put 50 more in.
So, is this just hyper-capitalism?
We won't know till we get there. Grab my hand. Let's jump in.
All right. I'm very
Because
tentatively...
you could do this at a casino. You could go to the casino and make bets on like, yeah, look at that. That old lady with the oxygen tank who's simultaneously chain smoking and playing slots for 12 hours straight. Like you could bet like, yeah, I bet she's got like, I bet she's going to put 50 in. Or I bet she's got 2 weeks left or whatever.
I bet she's going to croak. I bet she's going to croak.
Fuck, that's going to get dark pretty quick, but also
yeah, 100%.
It'll be quickly socially normalized as long as companies are making a lot of money
as
off it.
long as you can profit off of it. And again, look, I'm just going to say, I bet a lot of money that grandma's going in 2 weeks. And if I have to tamper with her medication to cash out on this, I will do it.
Oh, fuck. It's going to become a Nightcrawler sitch.
Right, but like...
Pretty quickly.
Is there any influence from the actual company regulating those bets to like prevent you from doing that? Or
I'm sorry,
if they found
what was
out
that
if
word?
there's-
Hold
is
on,
there a
whoa.
punishment?
What was the R word you used there?
Regulation?
Is that
I don't
is that like
mean
a game? Is
regulation
that like
from
a different
government
game?
body? That's fucked up. No, I mean like if the company steps in that facilitates. That's the better word.
Why would we do
facilitates.
that? Why would we step in on this?
Well, because you gamed the system that wasn't supposed to be gamed. If you tamper with grandma's medication, then the house loses. And the house never loses.
I'm a gold tier subscriber, so I basically am. Like, I'm one of them.
No. You have to be a diamond tier subscription level in order to be.
Then you can make the call to kill grandma. Then you can
Actually,
get like.
Yeah, do you want to subscribe to Bet Pass also?
Mhm.
That's actually going to get you. It's gonna save you money in the long run if you do that. You should actually pay yearly for it too.
It's $40,000 a year.
It's 40, but you could probably make that up if you bet on enough stuff. The average customer, if you're betting on people falling over, that kind of
You
stuff.
can make that over in like a week if you're an active gambler.
Yeah.
I love everything being a subscription. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Because it's only $40,000 a year, but you save on the $5 transaction fee every time. So really, you're getting an awesome deal.
Oh, dude.
Or there's got to be a way we could like do the DoorDash thing where it's like it does. Hey, if this restaurant is really popular, we don't care if you're a Dash Pass subscriber. It's still going to be $9 for delivery because it's really popular there.
Oh no, it's just out of our control, even though we set the parameters.
Yeah, it's like, oh, everyone's betting on. It's probably going to be the elderly falling over, right? Like what do you think is going to be the most common bet?
Yeah, like what would you
100%.
Okay, you're walking around in your normal life, okay? Like what is your bet that you're placing that you're just like you feel so confident, you're like guaranteed every time you're out in public that you're just like, "Oh, I feel this is a safe one. I could make some money off of this."
On any walk longer than 10 minutes, I will hear at least 3 car horns. That is a safe bet 100% of the time.
Okay. That seems pretty mild though. That seems pretty tame.
You know, that's not a very like high stakes gamble.
You might need to up it. Like you might need to like buy a gun and then like dry fire like into the air a couple times.
Well, that's if I just want to keep property values down. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Exactly. Wait, no, you want your property value to go up. Or you're trying to bring your property value down because you're renting so that way you can negotiate your rent. Like, no.
Honestly think
we're not doing a rent
own
raise.
Hey, do you think it would work to get like a really good big speaker and just play gunshot noises like 3 times a month in a certain neighborhood? It would keep property value down.
And then you could be like, you can't raise my rent. There's gunshots every day.
Yeah,
no one wants to live here.
Crime is rampant in this area.
You can't raise my rent. That's unbelievable.
Just food for thought.
I think
you
the
could.
more concealable way to do this is just get a cap gun.
No, that's not loud enough.
That's not nearly loud enough. You got to get a real gun. You got to just buy a real gun.
Yeah, you live in Minneapolis. You've heard gunshots.
Yeah. This is true.
Exactly. Just buy a real gun.
I could have said the
You could
same
probably
thing
do
about
it.
you grew up in Wisconsin.
Well, those are different kinds of gunshots. There's a difference between inner city gunshots and, hey, Paul, I just got my new
racist.
308.
What's the difference, huh? What's
Wow.
the difference?
No, I'm saying there is a difference.
Wow.
So everyone
Tyler,
from Wisconsin
clip this.
So everyone
You're
from
done
Wisconsin
for.
just sounds like this to you, huh?
Yes, I lived there most of my life so far. I think I know what Wisconsinites sound like.
Okay, you're despicable.
Here, Tyler, let me do an impression of a Wisconsin person. Hi, my name's Jeff. Yeah, I live in Milwaukee. I'm in IT. See, that's my impression. See how it doesn't have all this like baggage with it and stuff?
That's what it's like to not be racist, Tay. That's what it's like to not be racist. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick of talking about hypothetical violence. I'd like to talk about real-world violence. Swing! Hello and welcome to Swordwatch, our dedicated deviant detail devoted to bringing awareness to dangers of the life without swords.
It's been
Now-
so long.
The prophecy.
Oh, I'm so excited. This has instantly turned my day around from being called a racist.
Don't worry. Don't worry. There's still like 6 hours left in the day. We can make it worse. Now, would you like to bet money? Huh, hey, here's a safe bet. What kind of sword was used in this crime?
I'm going to put 500 on katana, please.
It's katana. That's the safest bet you'll ever make. Is this sword watch going to be a katana? You fucking bet it is. An Erie man accused of swinging a sword around the food court of the Mill Creek Mall on Saturday faces felony counts of terroristic threats and other offenses for his alleged actions.
See, I know
Okay.
it's eerie as in the place, but I heard it as eerie as in spooky.
And a very spooky man. He's
This
scary.
unsettled man.
Mill Creek Township Police accused the man of swinging a katana-style sword around parts of the mall. But here's the good thing. No one was reported injured in the incident, which is why we can do this sword watch. Because a lot of sword watches we can't do because, look, it's really funny. It'll have the best descriptive words until they talk about, and then the man's head was hacked off. And I'm like, ooh.
Or like
That's
a woman
not
and
funny.
child were damaged in this altercation.
I don't think they would say they were damaged.
Oh, you know what I
It's not a
mean.
box of bananas.
It's a human life, Tay.
You damaged my child.
So not only are you racist, now you don't value the sanctity of human life, Tay, where they're just a box of damaged goods. Wow. See, we can't always make it worse.
Aren't we all just a box of damaged goods, though? Really? Think about what you
Whoa.
just said.
Whoa, this is just like the Suicide Squad.
Okay.
The man, 34. 34 is a bit old to be committing sword crimes. Like, it's kind of in like a weird in-between where you're like, if you're like 25, that's an acceptable sword crime. Like, if you're
Sure.
like 18 to 25, good sword crime range.
Prime age for committing sword-based crimes.
Although, if I read a sword-based crime of like an 80-year-old exacting revenge on someone, that's pretty tight.
That's what I was going to say, is that 18 to 25, good sword crime range. 35 to 65, not a very good sword crime range. 65 plus, you get back into like, yeah, I can see this person committing a crime with a sword.
Gotcha.
I can definitely, because they always have like canes with swords in them.
That's fucking sick. That's right.
You know, old people, I feel like anytime I see someone with a cane, I'm always kind of worried, what's the odds on them having one of those ones that
What's
it's a
the
sword comes out
over-under
of
on
it?
that being a sword?
You want to make a bet? You want to make a bet? Come on, Tori. Come on. Just, Tori, put $50 up, okay? I'm good for it. You know I am. Come on. Come on,
Oh,
Tori.
boy.
It's going to be really sad when we test that bet because it's just going to be us kicking the cane out of an old man's hand.
He deserved it. He fought in World War II just to kill Japanese people, so he probably deserved it.
Yeah, he didn't use that word either. He had a fun name for it.
He had a clean...
Hmm.
What do you mean? He's got a clean record. It's fine. The man, 34, was arraigned Thursday morning by a Green Township district judge on 4 third-degree felony counts of terroristic threats and on misdemeanor counts of recklessly endangering, simple assault, and disorderly conduct.
As opposed to complicated assault?
Guess what bond is for this? What's bond?
Ooh.
For multiple third-degree felony counts of terroristic threats, misdemeanors of recklessly endangering, simple assault, and disorderly conduct.
Where was this again? Like what state?
15 grand.
No idea what state. Somewhere where the Mill Creek Township is.
I don't know, like $20 in a Miller?
No, but that would be a more just society if we did live in that world.
It would go down smooth too.
And, hey, this Miller, take it back. You earned it, okay? Drive home, champ. Bond is set at $25,000, which
Okay.
I
Alright,
feel
that's
is
respectable.
pretty reasonable for multiple counts of terroristic threats. But, like,
Mm-hmm.
what are we defining as terroristic threats these days?
Right.
Like, because I feel like
Yeah.
terroristic threat is bomb.
Yeah.
Terroristic
'Cause,
threat
like-
isn't sword.
Yeah, if you ask me, a katana blade can't slice through steel beams. So can it be terrorism?
I don't see that as terrorism. I
Yeah, thank
see a sword threat as like being a little goofy,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
having
yeah.
fun.
Because like the terroristic threat of a guy on like a mall bench going like, I'm gonna cut you all up, like with a samurai sword, I'm just be like, oh, ha, ha, ha.
He's
How silly.
perhaps we
How
call it
jovial.
joshing around, you know?
Mhm.
Like definitely not terroristic in my eyes.
Right. Maybe like aggressive horseplay or like
Yeah.
roughhousing,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that. But that's more of like a penalty, you know?
That's like a
You know
timeout.
what?
That's like
I
a
think-
5-minute timeout for roughhousing.
I think the term misconduct is very applicable here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, hey, knock that off, you know?
Mm.
He's at a mall. Did it say at all like where he was located? Because that I feel like that has to play in. Like if he's doing it at like a Victoria's Secret, you're like, it's okay. There's a hate crime going on. Women don't like him, so he's going to cut them.
But
But
if
if he's outside of like a box lunch or like an anime store,
Well,
Or
no,
like a
that's
lids.
that's still a hate
Or-
crime. It's just against weeaboos.
what? No,
that
'cause
doesn't
he is
count.
one.
That doesn't count.
He's
He's got a katana.
I would like to
That's
think that this happened in between an Orange Julius and an Auntie Anne's.
Sure. just getting the delectable scent of a Bavarian pretzel hitting your nose just right. It's enough to jack you up and make you want to swing a sword.
150%. That's like crack cocaine to me. And if I'm prepped to get an injection of crack cocaine, right? And then Auntie Anne's tells me, sorry, we're out of the cheese dipping sauce. I'm also going to swing a sword.
Right.
Like,
justified.
What the fuck did I just wait in line for then?
Right. Because the true act of terrorism was done by Anne and her workers. So I don't think that you can be blamed for pulling a weapon on that.
I literally, I agree.
Specifically a sword. If it was anything other than a sword, we're talking about a completely different set of circumstances.
I don't know. I would go up to a handgun.
I would also go up to a handgun for that one. Like if I pulled a handgun on the Auntie Anne's worker because they told me like, sorry, we're out of cheese dipping sauce. Tori, be the judge on that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you can't go John Wick on them, but you can certainly state your intentions. You know what I mean?
I think I can pull out my handgun and be like,
right.
I think maybe you check the back and I think you might find some more.
Right. What if they say, wait. What if they come back with, I'm sorry, sir, we are actually all out of cheese sauce, but we do have the cinnamon sugar pretzels with some of that frosting.
But that's a different flavor profile. I prepped
myself.
myself.
I know you'd have to get into a different mindset. I understand that it's different, but do you think you could do it?
I just don't know. If I was thinking about, because here's the thing: when you know you're going to the mall, you're kind of prepping yourself for like, I might get an Auntie Anne's later.
I might fuck around and get a little pretzel.
I might fuck around and get a little pretzel, and then like you're building that all day. Like you're like, okay, you take a shower, might get an Auntie Anne's later.
You want to be clean for her. Yep.
You get dressed in your Sunday best. You want to look good. And you do all of the shopping around with, women be shopping, like you're going around with your wife and she's doing all of her shopping. And then you're like, finally, me time. You pull up to that Auntie Anne's. You've been waiting for it all day.
Yeah.
They tell you, sorry, we're out of cheese dipping. So after you waited in line for 10 minutes because the employee is, let's be honest, god awful.
Yeah, and I love that you did say employee because it is just one.
Yes, it is just one.
Well, there's multiple employees. There's one working the register, and there's two like looking at the one working the register, and they're kind of like half-assed, like rolling a pretzel, like, no, I'm really busy. Like,
yeah,
they're playing.
Yeah,
and then no, we're out of cheese dipping sauce. Go to hell. Go to hell, and I'm gonna send you there with my handgun.
Let me be very clear when I say this. I will die before I go to a Wetzel's Pretzels.
Go fuck yourself, Wetzel.
I've never even seen a Wetzel's Pretzels.
You're a better person
because of that.
Are they really that bad?
I have no idea. Never had it because
I've
I'm not.
Tried one.
I refuse to turn my back. She's my auntie.
Anne.
Yeah.
She's my auntie, my auntie, however you say it in whatever part of this great nation you're from. You think I'm just gonna, that's family, okay? To quote the great Vin Diesel, you never turn your back on family. Okay?
What did you
That was perfect. That was honestly perfect.
It sounds a lot like another voice you do.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. So did the man go on to cleave anyone in twain?
No, because otherwise we wouldn't have it on the show. So
well, if the death
did
is
he
funny
cleave?
enough, I don't know what Tyler's standards are.
That's fair.
Honestly, there would be some cases where, like, if it was funny enough, I'd be like, okay, they died, but like, come on. You expect come on, you expect me to not do this one? Come on. The eyewitness complaint filed against our attackers states the mall security were called to a store in the mall for a boyishly male acting out.
Yeah,
Bro.
that's pretty Hey, playing with a sword's pretty fucking boyish.
Right, and like imagine getting emasculated after doing a cool sword crime.
Here's the thing. Boyishly can mean like having traits of a young man which are attractive. So they might be saying like, hey, there's a guy with a sword and he's so boyishly handsome.
He's
My
so
goodness.
fucking cute too.
He's so
Yeah.
cute. But here's what I also love. The eyewitness didn't say, oh no, there's someone with a sword making terroristic threats. They say, there's a boyishly male acting out. Again,
Yeah.
I think this is justified.
Yeah. Because it didn't seem like they were too worried when they're making the report. It's not like they're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, there's an active slicer on the premises. They're saying look at this little cutie pie. He's swinging this little
he's
sharp
just a
guy
cute
around.
little guy.
Look at this
Oh
cutie.
my God.
He's acting out. He's having fun, okay? And they wanted mall security there to be like, check it out. Look at his moves. Aren't they cool? That's what it was for.
Yeah.
When mall security approached him, he began to swing the sword over his head, telling everyone to get away.
Mm.
Sounds
Which-
like he was doing a good thing.
It's got less fun.
It got less fun, or...
Well, he didn't say come come here, I'm gonna get you. He was like, get
Come and
away,
take
get
it.
away. I'm just practicing, please, get out. Whoa, step back. I'm gonna practice this cool slice.
See?
Fair. Because I was gonna say like, it'd be so much better if he like did the cool like point at someone and then turn his hand around and then do the beckoning thing with like the come at me. That would have been cooler.
No, this isn't a violent person, Tay.
Yeah.
Why do you want to see the bad in him, okay? Why can't you accept that he's doing taekwondo practice?
in a crowded mall with a samurai sword.
See, Tay.
Yeah, people don't you see people doing other kinds of exercises at the mall? You see the chatty little gals that like to go for their power walks.
Yeah.
Why can't you do a little bit of martial arts, like studying the
This is fair.
ancients?
There's laser tag at the mall.
This
Yeah,
is fair.
that's exercise.
Are we going to call that terroristic threats? They have guns. Legally, they have guns. Are we going to call that terroristic Where's the line? I thought we used to be a fucking country that's free.
That is something to explore, is where the line is here.
Where is the line? When Mill Creek police arrived at the mall, they found the man in the empty food court area standing near a table that had an unsheathed sword on it. That is probably the biggest threat of this whole thing. Like leaving it unsheathed on the table, like,
Right.
you think you're faster.
Like he was sitting on top of the table, cross-legged, like meditating with an unsheathed
Yeah.
sword in front of him.
He's levitating like 4 inches off of the table,
He's got an aura around him.
as if you could draw your gun fast enough.
I check the chamber. I've already cleared it.
Oh my god! They go and shoot. It's click, 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 click. What? They like look at their guns and like they just kind of like slide in half, like they've already been sliced.
Yeah. Violence is never the answer.
And the sword hasn't moved at all.
Yeah.
And Auntie Anne's pretzel like floats towards him. He's using it with his mind.
That's what gave him the power. That's what fueled this deep dive, this exploration of the ancient arts.
Is taekwondo practice and gotta get that Auntie Anne's.
Well, mostly the Auntie Anne's. I think taekwondo is a byproduct of the when you eat Auntie Anne's, it does give humans the zoomies.
I endorse that statement. I fully endorse that statement. When the male was ordered to the ground, the man picked up the sword and turned to face the officer with the sword in his hands.
Oh.
The officer wrote that he then ordered the man to drop the sword and get on the ground, to which he complied.
Aw.
But there was that split second where he did pick up the sword.
Yeah.
But there was a little clue sprinkled in that paragraph right there that leads to what I genuinely think is an all-time fucking strat and why this dude took out the sword. The officer additionally wrote, prior to the sword-wielding attacker's arrival, there were about 75 patrons in the food court area. And now, in the previous paragraph, it was noted the man was found in the empty food court area.
Genius.
He cleared all the lines.
Genius.
You want to know how you get to the front of the Auntie Anne's line that we've previously established takes for fucking ever to get through?
Mm-hmm.
You take out a sword, bam,
Dude.
you're at the front of the line.
Fuck, that's the fastest way to get Panda Express.
And that was his enlightenment, which is why he was able to levitate on the table like that.
Fuck, yeah, I like that.
Everyone, here's the lesson from today's Sword
Uh-oh.
Watch. It's that you don't need a sword to survive, like,
Tyler,
physically in today's
Tyler, I'm
world.
sorry to stop you right here. I will let you continue, but let me let you know that we are currently on a YouTube strike right now, and if we do get another one, the channel will be deactivated.
Wait, do we really?
Yeah. So I just want you to think about that as you continue.
Okay, got it. I'm not changing my sentence whatsoever because I will not be censored by the woke media, the woke mob. Today's message from Sword Watch, our lesson here isn't that, like, you need a sword to survive in our dangerous world. Someone's going to come at you with a sword. It's that if you have a sword, you get preferential treatment at all food courts.
Mm-hmm.
It's that, hey, that's actually going to be a 5-minute wait. Flash the sword. Just kidding. We'll get that right for you, sir.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Coming right up. Okay,
Yeah.
do you have any and I think I want extra cheese dipping sauce with that. Sure thing.
What if they're like, we still don't have any? That didn't make the trick, like the shipment come in. We don't. Then what do you do?
Well, that's when you shift into rage style and like hold the blade backwards or whatever. Then they know you mean business.
Right.
They better make the fucking cheese sauce. And I don't want the Southwest cheese dipping sauce. I
Ugh.
want the original cheese dipping sauce. Thank you
Yeah.
very
Don't
much.
even offer anything else.
Why the fuck would I want the honey mustard? At Auntie Anne's, no fucking thank you. I want the cheese. This has been Sword Watch, our dedicated deviant detail devoted to bringing awareness to the dangers of life without swords. Once again, buy a sword. Make sure that you get your pretzel at the mall. You want the pretzel? Get a sword.
See, now I'm curious though. Tori, what did we get dinged for?
Some fucking furry was sensitive.
Oh.
It wasn't a furry, it was a brony. But anyway,
Even
it was dumb.
I would just like to point out that was Tay that made the joke about the weird online community that I did censor, by the way, because, I'm the weird one, but the bronies want to befriend a cartoon pony. But yeah, I'm the one that gets a YouTube strike. Okay, you want to befriend a cartoon pony, but I'm the one who deserves content moderation. Okay, whatever. Back to the episode.
Okay, before we go, I want to look. I created a game, a little segment, but I'm very self-conscious about it, so I'm gonna save it for the end of the show when a lot of people have already dipped out. All right, because I'm really nervous. And
No,
the
Tori,
whole-
it's not like your little bitty wiener. You don't need to be self-conscious.
come on,
about it.
no, stop.
No, dude, come on. We've told you that you should be proud of your little itty bitty wiener, so you should be proud of your little bitty wiener ideas too.
Do we have to keep saying my itty bitty wiener?
It's your
Like, can
little
we-
bitty baby wiener, but
Your
we've already
tiny
established
little insignificant schlong.
my boyishly little wiener.
you're 95 pounds of pure muscle, and
That's
your
true.
wiener is at least like half of a gram of that,
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
and it's so
You're-
muscly.
Your penis to ball ratio is a little skewed, but it's fine.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Okay, I feel a little better now, a little more confident.
Damn, does
So,
it have a right hook or what?
Yeah. It's got a right ankle, baby. So I wanted to bring a little game for you that I decided to give a name despite the fact that we'll never play it again. This is called Fact or Flap. And the premise of the game is that I have one real bird name and one fake bird name, and I want you to guess what's the real one.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
self-conscious again.
Maybe this one did need a little bit more workshopping.
No. This does not need workshopping because dudes, here's who names birds. Not scientists. Old men who find the birds on their bird-watching excursions, and they name them the funniest shit. Like the tufted titillage or some shit like that. They love dumbass words.
I feel more confident now. So I'm going to give you two. I've paired them up, and one of them is one that I made up. One of them is the real one, and I just want you to guess what the real one is. Very simple game. We'll get through it quick, gang.
Yeah, fair enough.
Number one, the Andean cock of the rock or the Albanian smallpecker?
The Albanian smallpecker is the fake one because I know about the other one.
Andean cock of the rock. I'm also going to say that's the real one.
That is the real one. Fuck. Self-conscious again.
Well, no. That's just the one that always gets paired with the blue-footed booby with like the tee. That's the funniest bird name. So that's why I knew
that
about
one
it?
off because I had a feeling that y'all knew that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, who doesn't know the blue-footed booby?
I've seen one in real life.
What a flex.
All right, next one. The Western Spangled Longshaft or the Himalayan Snowcock?
Ooh.
The long shaft is the real one. Because it's
Yeah.
what they mean is it's got like a fucking stupidly long neck or something, and they're like, God, this would be so fucking hilarious.
You know, to keep it interesting, I will say the other one though. We gotta get some variance in this game here.
The real one is the Himalayan Snowcock. Tyler, you fell for it.
Let's go,
Ah.
baby.
All right, next one. A mature Hummer or the rough-faced Shag?
I just want mature Hummer to be real. I don't give a fuck if it's real or not. I want a mature Hummer to be a real
Tay, mature Hummer or rough-faced Shag?
I'll say the rough-faced Shag is the real one.
That is the real one.
Let's go,
I don't give a fuck about that because a mature Hummer is the funniest fucking thing ever.
It really is.
We've got a new bird, mate. She's a real mature Hummer. Yeah, right fucking fit she is.
All right. The Horned Screamer or the Pink-Headed Shooter?
Ooh. That's a tough one. I'll say the what was the pink one?
The Pink-Headed Shooter.
See, that's just a penis.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna go with the other one. I'm gonna say the other one's real.
The Horned Screamer?
Yeah.
The Horned Screamer or the Pink-Headed Shooter. Again, that's just the funnier name. I'm picking that one as real.
I love you for it, Tyler, but it is the Horned Screamer.
See, you just came up with great bird names.
You really did. You gotta submit these to like a list or something.
Guys, I gotta find an old guy at the park and be like, hey, I've been doing some work for you guys.
I've been workshopping some shit.
You gotta find a scientific community and like, because honestly, those two paired together is perfect. Like, got myself a real mature Hummer, I did. She bakes me cookies right after she sucks the life out of me pink-headed shooter, she does.
All right. The Wide-Breasted Shagger or the Satanic Goatsucker?
We gotta say the shagger, right? Because like birds don't do a suck.
The satanic goat sucker because maybe it cleans bits off of the back of goats.
Tyler, it is the Satanic Goatsucker. That is the real
Really?
one.
Fuck yeah. I'm not here to win. I'm here for a good time. And
Yeah, whatever psycho named that is wild.
there's what did they call? Hold on, Tori. Run me through that name one more time.
Satanic
Yep.
Goatsucker.
Yeah, it sucks goat peen. That's what it does. It 100% sucks goat peen. Or
Hell
it
yeah.
cleans out. Do goats have foreskin? Or is that like
Ew.
is that like kind of a
Fuck.
primate only kind of deal?
You know, that's interesting.
It's a very
Do ducks have foreskin on their
Wait, do
curlicues?
gorillas have foreskins?
Do gorillas
That's a-
even hang dong?
Gorillas must hang dong.
I thought they
I
had
think
small
gorillas have
penises.
little penises.
Yeah.
I think they have boyish little penises.
I think they have Tory-sized penises.
Hey.
No, bud.
Oh, but if I say I'm hung like a silverback, that sounds good.
It sounds really good until you think about it for more than 2 seconds.
I don't know the mammal like foreskin, like what percentage of mammals have foreskins. But if that goat got a foreskin, that's why they call it the satanic goat sucker. It cleans it. It cleans the smegma.
We'll get back to the mammalian foreskin in next week. You hold on to that.
Next week's topic.
Next one. The American bush tit or the Chilean twat?
The American bush tit is the correct answer.
I'm also going to say, just out of the funnier word, American bush tit.
Yeah, let me guess, Tay. You know a thing?
I've played the board game Wingspan, and that's one of the highest scoring birds in the game.
Well, if I would have known that, I would have not played Fact or Flap with you, okay?
Yeah, maybe you should have thought about that.
All right, last one. Now I'm completely deflated. The yellow-footed cummer or the great tit?
Oh, fuck.
Yellow-footed cummer. Yellow-footed
Oh.
cummer.
I love the way Tyler just loves this.
This is the best game because I look, if I could name birds, I'd be doing the same shit where I look at it's a downy woodpecker, right? It's got like a red spot on its chest, and I'm gonna call it like the red nippled cum target.
Yeah.
The red-nippled hammerman.
Yeah, like the great titted hammer fucker. I'll workshop it when I go bird
When can we
watching.
start? When can we start putting in curse words into proper animal names? I think it's time.
I think that's for
Yeah.
when we find the real good shit in the ocean.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that
yeah.
deep shit.
Yeah, because there's gonna be like some anglerfish that we're gonna call that one scary motherfucker, and everyone will just be like, "Yeah, that's just
Yeah,
what that's called."
100%. I know what that one is. It's that scary fucking one.
Mm-hmm. It's got like 7 rows of teeth.
Tay, what's your answer?
Yeah,
What's your
we're
answer,
waiting on
Tay?
you.
The great tit.
I think Tay wins this. It is the great tit.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, if it's a tit, for some reason, it's got to be
They
a
love
bird
tits.
thing.
they
they
do
love
tits. Those bird watcher folks, they love their tits.
Honestly, it's
Mhm.
old dude sitting on a park bench being like, man, it'd be like, it'd be crazy if I saw like a pair of tits right now. Like, when I know I'm looking at birds, but I'd rather be looking at boobs.
He's like, God damn, I'd love to see a pair that doesn't hit her knees. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
My home life sucks.
Oh, you know why? It's because it was before digital pornography, so they couldn't just like pull up like porn on their phone.
Yeah. They had the reason they even have binoculars that they use for bird watching is because they used them to try and spy on the neighbors.
They were perverts. That's why they had them. And then they just found like, wow, this is actually kind of peaceful. But they were all disgusting perverts.
They were trying to focus it up on Doris's window, but focused a bit too weird and saw that really cool yellow-looking bird. and
Oh,
they're like,
that's a
weird."
sweet-looking
Like, oh,
bird.
fuck.
That's a bush tit right there.
Yeah, it's a bush
Yeah,
tit.
fuck. Is that a pink-headed shooter?
I was trying to see a great tit, but instead I saw a pink-headed shooter. Looked in the wrong bathroom. You know what I mean?
You know who else could use a good pair of tits? This
Yeah.
show?
Yeah.
Fuck
So
yeah,
go
we
ahead and
could.
leave a
Fuck
like,
yeah.
favorite,
Fuck
comment,
yeah.
and or review. Go
God,
ahead
it'd be so
and
hot if the
do that.
thumbnails
It'll get us
boobs.
into curated lists, help us beat that algorithm. And hey, if you want to join the discourse, you can join our Discord. And the information for that is going to be in the description of wherever you're listening to this episode.
You can also go to youtube.com/shapelessmedia to find every single episode of this show, along with hundreds of other videos that you just might like.
If you want to help us fight against the algorithm and of YouTube's unfair strike against us, well,
It was
then
totally fair.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was they're
Oh, shit, we're
silencing
being
us.
silenced.
We're being
Fuck.
silenced and censored.
Buy our supplements.
You gotta buy our supplements. And hey, that kind of works with this because it's the end of the show, so you can say whatever you want. If you want to sell supplements at the end of the show, it doesn't matter because you can do it. YouTube legally can't strike your content if you made a claim in the last 30 seconds of the show. It doesn't count. It's not really a part of the show. So you can say whatever you want. It's a baseless claim. Are you gonna Jesus
God
fucking
damn it, dude.
Christ.
You speak
punish
into
Noah.
that.
You just put that
breathe
right into
that
your mouth.
air. Dude, come on.
That's despicable. That's honestly despicable.
Who's got a little penis now?